What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and the Warrior stack. Warriors are back on top, at least for SSC right now. A 6 Warrior stacked group with none of the above. The Pumper Guild has now taken the world record of SSC, and today we're going to review it from Bloodwill's POV. If you like this sort of content, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to see me cover any of the other speedruns, especially the Warlock stack that just happened for TK, make sure to stay tuned into the channel. Okay. None of the above world record speed run, guys. So we're going to be using Bloodwill's POV, co-founder and raid leader of None of the Above. And they actually went in today and literally broke the world record with a warrior stack. So this is for SSC. The current time is, let's look. Tempest Keep, complete raids, Serpentine Caverns, 48 minutes and 4 seconds. They beat Calamity. So let me scroll down here. Beating out Calamity, actually. And this is the first time we've seen a real warrior stack. And it worked really, really well. This was their very first time running this speedrun comp. So running with their actual comp. And honestly, their overall DPS was pretty insane. So our warriors back, 6 warriors, and most of them above 2.1k overall DPS. Yeah, pretty fucking insane. Finally, time to watch it, guys. So group comp wise, obviously we've got 6 warriors, one of them being arms. You're using your druids, which are double feral and a prot warrior or prot tank. Their only hunter is a survival hunter. They have 2 enhanced shamans, which makes sense for this composition, and then their one like caster group with the warlocks and their mage and stuff. All right, let me get this to the right time. So the first time they actually went in here, they actually wipe. So it didn't look like a really good start. They start at Lurker Below, and the first time they go in, they actually wipe. But that's not what really happens. Now they're back. Dude. To how Pepega their hunter and casters are throughout this run as well. I mean, it's their hunter and their casters could have all done more damage on overall for sure, right? So the overall didn't need to be so aggressively skewed towards the warriors, but the warriors they're running a definitely a warrior stack, and it's pretty amazing to see. And I'm gonna close that. And one other thing I do want to mention as we watch, because people might notice this or call it out, but Bloodwill's like newer to Shaman, and he's doing a crazy amount of raid leading in here. So if we see like him not drop totems or something, that actually does end up happening a couple times. Yeah. Okay, so like I said earlier, they start on Lurker Below. Your second tank, Pharaoh tank, is pretty much just DPSing here. Survival hunter, I doubt he's getting less. I would assume you're bloodlusting these groups twice and this group once. So both of these lusts are probably going to go to these groups, right? I believe they might have a Pepega on here. Yeah, all right. Fincox dies and Dosen dies. So they have 2 deaths here. I'm not sure if the deaths were... Actually, let's look at the logs. Because Beaverny is actually taking damage now from the fish, which can bug. The fish can bug and do damage underneath. Deaths. 1 spout. And 1's melees. So Dosen just dies to the ads, right? To the little ads. And Futa is gonna die also, but death to a spout. Only use 3 lusts on here, then 3 for... Yeah, because you don't have them back up, so it makes a lot of sense, yeah. So that was just and 1, he got meleeed from the boss, and then with a whirl. So, like, Futa just gets absolutely crushed, instantly battle res. They're going to try and stack all of the ads on, like, the corners here. So if you jump across, the ads just teleport to you. You're going to see that this Guardian, that one swam, but the first one just actually teleported. So they can just cleave down this one platform super fast. The Warlocks are blowing up this platform. And I'm not sure if there is one sheep over here or they have people over here killing it. Yeah, they're just killing both of these. So in a speed run, you actually want to kill these ads as fast as possible because he's not actually on a static timer. Like Lurker does have a timer for when he comes back up, but it gets hard pushed into the next phase if you kill all the ads. He instantly comes back. So you just want to push the boss as much as you can. And you can see from here, they shouldn't have any deaths because we saw the deaths earlier. And the scary thing about not clearing all the platforms, like these ads, sometimes, like I was mentioning, can bug and hit you from underneath. I don't know why, but it's like, it randomly happens, not very often. But a nice thing for this is your hunters don't have to worry about like your pets dying to the like lava damage of the fire from the boiling water. So like there's that one thing that's convenient, I guess. But if hunters have any issues with that, anyways, I made like an entire guide on managing your pet on this fight. It's easy to take care of. It's just kind of annoying. All right, Lurker almost down. I'm going to do some 1.5 speed. One thing I didn't mention yet is they did pre-clear one of the Colossuses. That's kind of a thing in the current meta for speedruns, is pre-clearing the Colossus because it's not required on the logs. So you like pretty much need to. Little Boots of Blasting, Poogers. Your boy bought 2 pairs today. I bought 2 pairs. Oh my god. Alright. So now the convenient thing of having 2 warriors or like warrior stacks is one, they get to cleave everything down, focus your DPS on the big guy, and have your locks and mages pretty much seed everything else. But you're focusing your damage on the honor guard. You won't be able to see it so much from Bloodwill's POV, but everyone's focusing the skull, not the honor guard. Yeah, the honor guard. Yeah, the honor guard. The Shatterers are kind of your next cleave targets. And I would assume with this warrior stack that they have warriors assigned to shattering the honor guard, but also warriors assigned to shattering the Shatterers. Because those are the things that live the longest. Pre-clearing is a cringe meta. There's nothing we can, but like you have to do it, right? Like obviously agreed, but like there's nothing you can do about it, right? Like pre-clearing is a cringe meta, but unless Warcraft Logs changes the kill requirement, you literally have to do it. Alright. Hydross. Little Hydross. The Paladin tank did pull some of those ads over that way. Oh, he just grabs all of them really fast, brings them in so everyone can cleave them down. Yeah. The logs could start when you clear anything, but you can filter logs. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like their melee are stacked. Actually, here, let me slow this down. Their melee are stacked really well on this phase, right? They get super unlucky and get 2 of Hydross's like freezes on melee, but they're stacked in a perfect V, right? No one's stacked on the tank. Everyone is stacked either on like a corner or a triangle or this other triangle. And then they're actually going to kite the boss towards the next exit. You know, they're going to move away. Yeah, you like it is cringe enough, right, to say, but it's actually required to pre-clear. And here they have 4 warlocks, just quad banish. There's actually no point in killing these ads. It doesn't increase your DPS, right? And all it does is increase like your DPS on logs to cleave them down. But what you're focused on is killing the boss. And I'll go back to 1.5 speed here. We're actually going to see Bloodwill reposition himself to go click this. So one thing I thought was kind of interesting is Hydross under 20% seems to die a little bit slow when they're all executing. He should be burned super fast here. Yeah, the pre-clearing, literally every top, like all top guilds hate it too, but we have to do it. It's literally required now. Little swiftness potion. That's one thing that like maybe not all guilds are incorporating yet, but they should be. And you can see everyone drink walking there. You could see if you looked forward, a lot of people were drink walking. Everyone's got to be drink walking here, but like speed items, and we'll see them used throughout this whole run. You know? Yeah, movement speed adds up massively, and NOTA is a really good guild at it. NOTA has always been a really, really solid guild at one, movement speed, and two, they've probably always been the strongest guild, usually at kiting things while they kill it. Like there, you can't kite the honor guard by being in front of the honor guard because he cleaves, but you can kite everything else, right? But the one fear you have, obviously, is that cleave. And the people that really I used to always praise for this are Tregor and Sketo. They're tanks, they're main tanks. And I always butcher the names, but whatever. But Tregor's not playing right now, but Sketo actually does have his transfer CD should be off. So he should be playing soon. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, pre-clear's not in its own category. Futa dies there, which, like, I believe this is him right here. He's got aggro on something, and no, never mind. He's dead right there. Did he get cleaved? I'm curious, but they either need to spend another battle res here, or just leave like an Ellie shaman or an enhanced shaman back. Probably, oh, if there's a shadow priest. Yeah. Turn on comms. It got muted. It got muted already. When Bloodwill was yelling this out, this got muted. Oh yeah, you can just cables. Everyone's engineer. Everyone has cables. Yeah, I know he rages at the hunter because it was pulled off time. But yeah, I got muted. So they need to kind of stabilize, get everyone rezzed. And then of course you can see like the only thing really marked for the most part, the only thing that's always the skull is the honor guard. And I think this is something that every guild kind of slacks on outside of the top speedrun guilds, is they kill everything else first. When the honor guard actually has by far the most HP, it lives the longest. So it's a waste of time completely killing everything else and then turning and killing that. Other than getting Sunders up on Shatterers, which are like second kind of prio, your Warlock Seeds are all going to kill everything else. Okay, so he pulls this. Look at Bloodwill. He's like calling for him to feign. He's like, don't pull, don't pull. All right. The pull happened. There's nothing they can do about it. So now they have to deal with this Colossus. The other Colossus, again, like I mentioned, guys, the one that Pat's over here is already killed. And also, I do fully agree. I'm not the biggest fan of the pre-clear meta, but it is the current meta. Yeah, this could have gone really, really poorly. Luckily, this Colossus doesn't do anything. RNG it up also, and they don't freak out. If it was running in and then just like earthquaked right here, all dead, or even like spouted or whatever it's called. Here we see the sheep goes out, but it looked like the shield hit the sheep, but there was maybe a palm re-sheep. So that was kind of lucky. Pretty clutch. The sheep here is just for safety. Once shit is dead, they pull it in. Like basically when the first one's dead, they pull it in. A big thing about like about tier 5 in general, or like AQ or TBC content in general, is a lot of the trash does a lot of damage. Right? So you're trying to mitigate that damage. That's the only reason why we like actually CC things for now, right? We still CC things because things are still scary. Here we see boots being used by everybody, and you can kite these because there's nothing to fear. They don't cleave or anything. They don't hit the tanks very hard. And also they're pretty much going to die no matter what. And since they can use the boots because they've already killed that Colossus, so they can run up here and move forward. get a sheep out and instantly kill the first mage, then pull in the next mage, which is their hunter doing that most likely. And I think they do a really good job, a really solid job. Because look at the HP of things, right? Things are getting cleaved down super hard, although they should be focusing this second Serpent Guard faster. But NOTA in general is probably one of the most, I would say Bloodwill's raid leading leads to one of the most disciplined guilds in World of Warcraft. NOTA's always consistently been very, very good at execution. And that has led them to be number 1 in AQ, fastest guild in AQ, second fastest guild in Nax, right? Yeah, all of the rage bars stacked up and then just going down during execute. Here you can pull that first group and then insta pull the next one for the most part. So this could have done a second faster, but like that's like griefing, right? So like I don't know, if I want to like get into like the nitty gritty, you can definitely like criticize something like backseat gaming. I haven't even done like a 58-minute clear yet, you know? So like my guild hasn't done any speedruns yet. So like, yes, they could probably yoink this, but they might end up sheeping. I don't think they should though. They should just kill this. Yeah, all right, skull target that. Perfect. Okay. So a lot of times people are sheeping the nether mage, but there's no point. Just burn it and then kill the lurker. The little poison mushrooms, you could totally kill them with cleave, or if you're running a warlock stack, your seeds will kill them. Like look at the HP of these mushrooms. Like they're gonna die, right? The mushrooms shouldn't get off except for this one spawned pretty late. So maybe no, it's gonna die either way. Easy clap, AoE. Look at the seed damage, 4.7k, 5k. The warlock stack, I mean, if we look, right, the fastest TK, which probably saw this coming, the fastest TK as of today is a pure warlock stack with overclock with a crazy run with 6 warlocks instead of six warriors. But SSC is very warrior friendly. Very warrior friendly. Yeah, I maybe I'm remembering incorrectly, but I'm pretty sure noobs won Nax. Did noobs win Nax? Yeah, noobs won Nax, none of the above, and then us. Yeah. Yeah. 7 locks. Yeah, sorry, 7 locks. Wow, he looks like Sko, though. He does a lot of raid leading, right? Like, if I played comms for you, which I don't want to because I don't want anything to get muted. As you can see, a lot of his VOD already got muted. He's a very, very, very competent and very well composed raid leader. Bloodwill is probably one of the most, I mean, that I've seen impressive raid leaders because he's in the run, calling everything out very calmly. Like, you know how Limit has Max? Limit has Max, who's outside of the raid doing all the raid leading. Bloodwill does a really good job. And I think also because he's not like, it's not muscle memory, of course, to then have totems at all times. He kind of, during this raid, he will drop totem uptime a little bit. But he's consistently just really, really solid at like noticing everything happen. Surprised to hear comms. I don't think NOTA ever streamed comms. Classic. I don't think anyone usually streams comms, but like NOTA is also one of those friendlier of the guilds. So with their melee stack, they actually choose to have the X out until the first skull is almost dead, so that they don't take 3 damage effects at one time. 3 of those mind blasts and 3 just some AoE shadow damage and one-shot people, you know? Yeah. There's no way you could raid like this inside Mythic raids in retail. Yeah, agreed. And so now they've got this gigantic melee stack for Leo, right? Gigantic melee stack. They've got feral DPS now because Stealthy is pumping, right? So what they have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of these are not healers. One of them's Ellie. This one's Ellie. So 1, 2, 3. Chain heal. Chain heal go brrr. Chain heal go nuts, dude. Right? So whenever like Leo actually does whirlwind, he pretty much doesn't even move. Look at this. He's just targeting these warriors. Like they have pure uptime. They have a fucking tranquility out. And they have 100% uptime pretty much. And then now they're going to get Demon Phase soon. In 10 seconds. Look at where the boss is. 63%. 10 seconds for Demon Phase. The only guild that has a faster kill time of Leotheras is Bipolar. The only guild that has a faster kill time on this boss is Bipolar. Yeah? Alright, so now they get damage on their lock tank. So the lock tank is doing just fine. I believe it's thick lock right here. But I know Jinx is going to die also. You can see people were moved around for Bloodlust. I believe, I can't tell, but I believe Bloodwill has one character outside of these raid frames in group 6. Or group 8 probably. That's just for Bloodlust. Because weak auras make it easier for you to swap shamans in groups. If you're using the person out of combat. Yeah, he has someone in group 8. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So everyone pretty much does that now so that you can swap actually. Alonso with 10 chicken buffs? Yeah. I mean, he did. Yeah, you're definitely right. And again, if you phase Leotheras during the demon phase, you actually can keep DPSing him. So it's a massive increase in DPS if you can just 2 phase him or 1 demon phase him. Because look how low he is. Leotheras is at 7% by the time the demon spawns. They would have had to wait that whole time. And Jinx dies there to an over aggro. Unfortunate. They're going to have to get him up. But again, everyone's an engineer. They can slap it and move on. Now it's just topping raid, so group up if they can. So you can see the raid groups up, just as mitigating. Everyone's taking a bunch of damage here. They just need no one to die. Oh, Don Logs! Power World Shield saved. And they actually do a cast on a res. Yeah. Yeah. Classic killed NOTA retail. NOTA did some like I know people were playing Shadowlands for a little while, right? Volt dies, just probably was rezzing and was out there. Kind of grief. You can see Bloodwill actually is saying something, and it's not muted. I could play it, but I don't want to like get me muted, you know? But that was a kind of a grief death there. Big Sag. And now you want to move all together for the most part so no one gets mega charged and dead. Yeah. Played Shadowlands at the start of Nax Relax. Yeah, right? Which, like, Shadowlands was super fun at the beginning. And, like, it was draining doing all of the like, farms for the Consecrated Sharpening Stones. Not gonna lie, dude. He called the guy rezzing to not join the clump? Okay. See, just like that, right? So like calm and concise raid leading makes a massive difference sometimes, and sometimes like having someone call you a dog and call you an idiot. Because I mean, when the hunter pulls, like he said some words, you know, like when things go wrong, there's times where you just like, you know, you're like, why would you do that, right? But there's times when like it's just like something needs to be called out really well, really easy. And I think Bloodwill is incredible at this. I think in my guild, I think Lottie is really, really good at it. And then I think NOTA just has people that are better at listening. And you never hear raid lead comms from Progress, so I actually have no idea. But they just play so well. So hopefully they start speedrunning soon. Yeah. And then here it's like hope. I guess technically this is bad, right? Because if they do get the poison spit, everyone's already back here. So like ideally for these groups, you would move the Colossus up here and swap the group, right? and then just have a pink tank pick up the next one if it comes, right? But if you get the like giant poison on the ground, which they're getting right now, they have to run all the way back. So maybe after the first one they do that. Let's see. Yeah. Currently, they haven't switched positions with the Colossus. Yeah. Thing is, GG, nice warrior stack. Yeah. I mean, it happens, right? If it happens again, oh, see, look at this. See? So the warriors need to move forward and pull. That's fine because they can in range. Someone's dead. Thicklock is dead. Because the poison, like you can see Thicklock's all the way up here. The poison on this is way larger than the animation, and it goes like vertical. So it like is going like weirdly underneath the like the ledge or whatever, the ramp, and killing people. So you see where Thicklock's dead? Yeah. The poison here is really bad. So I think in a better world from like probably next week, since this is their first run, you probably switch the Colossuses, drag them up top, and have the raid be down below, other than like a tank ready to pick up the next Colossi, right? Especially after the first one, right? After the first one, because then you can just move into this third one. Yeah. Was trying to get off heals in the poison. Yeah, right? Because it's so big. It's so big. It doesn't look like it is at all. It's such a massive poison. Here, maybe double pull? Dude, honestly, I kind of wish or hope, you know, their cleave damage is crazy. Like, let's see if those totems, he calls out whoever's totems those are. You can see that Bloodwell scrolled over it, and they do not get it. Clean. But they probably could. They could pull it off. I mean, it's sketchy, but they could pull it off. You know? Speedkill and Leo, workout vlogs. My guild drama is number 2. Really? Alright, so a lot of people get really low here. That's the only thing that would suck, right? Is like if that's on like a healer or something like it was. Obviously, that takes a ton of damage. Yeah. I don't know why, but I kind of like TBC speedrun potential more than classic. Gives chances to try new things each week. I mean, can you yeah, you can pre-clear Colossi. And right now right now everyone's choosing to do the same one. Everyone's choosing to do the same one. All right. One. Oh shit. All right. Ask Kira. Yeah, what? Wait, what did he say? Yeah. Ask Kira which one. Yeah. But I think everyone is pre-clearing is probably a thing because there's things that you can skip, right? Originally when the first versions of the like trash requirements came out, it actually required you to kill more things than you needed to. It actually required you to kill like everything in the entire dungeon, basically. And there was kind of an outcry, rightfully so, of people like kind of complaining about it because it made no sense for you to be required to kill things that you can obviously don't need to deal with, right? So now you pre-clear it just instead of skipping it because it's just safer. So now you pre-cleared it instead of skipping it because it's just safer, I guess. But it's interesting, right? It's always like things. So how it works usually is when something's like a pat that like sometimes you don't have to kill it, right? Like say in Karazhan, you know the mobs that freeze your tank and go to the second mob, the one that pats. If you get lucky, you can just skip that. That's why on workout vlogs it doesn't require it. You know? So having some sort of skip potential is always really useful. It is always really useful. And they use Pally Tank, I believe. No, Pally Tank's in here. Are they using a... Who pulled out the ad? Oh, Stealthy did. Okay, so Feral. They have a Feral out there tanking Karathress. No, sorry, Charybdis. The one that freezes you. And in no speed clear are you going to really see anyone kill that ad. You just pretty much pump. Wind Fury gets basically one shot there. And then just onks. Easy clap. Warrior DPS, look at this. Just pure pumpage, dude. 4 people above 3k. What is Omen doing down here at 2.9? What are you doing? And now execute phase. Pfft. Spitfire totem, yeah, right. What a grief time to spawn a Spitfire totem during execute phase. Yeah. Assign someone to click. Nope. Doesn't have it. Good thing Blood will notice that. Literally no one even thought about it. They were standing so close. It would have been so easy. But I guess have the rest of the healers heal up. Let's do 1.5. As we watch Blood will run forward. He should be drink walking. Ooh. Nah, he notices it. He notices that he's not drink walking and starts doing it. Because he was talking to chat. He probably like maybe got annoyed someone didn't click or something. These, they can absolutely destroy warlocks, but also like warriors. It's good because the warriors have that threat reset, right? And that can kind of be intimidating, but there's always someone that can taunt it. There's always someone that can taunt it. Oh man, cucked my death wish. Wait, did you use it before or like before the cleave? I'm like, what is he doing down here at 2.9? 3k DPS still. I'm just being a griefer, dude. I love it. Hydromancer is getting dumpstered, and then the next thing getting ready to be pulled. It would be so nice to be the hunter in this run, because like you literally get everything that's a hunter gear, hunter loot. You know? Holy Light, thanks for the follow, by the way. So these all die pretty equally, and it seems like warriors for the most part are doing most of the damage. Even above the warlocks. Like warlocks are keeping up with seed and stuff, but like you can see Easy Monkey, Omen, and Diva are just literally beating everyone. Which is kind of crazy, but that also adds to how much cleave damage they can do on this boss as well. Any good loot in Kara? Yeah, Skulkers dropped, but a feral tank druid took them. He won the role over me. Even though he had tier 4. Big rip for his DPS set. But the bow did drop also. Warlock's gonna pump now though? Yeah. And here, look at this tanking positioning. Oh, nobody does this. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Nobody's gonna get in graves and get wrecked, dude. Everyone's gonna be chilling. Like, also, the ads are going to get there closer to the same time. Not equally at the same time, though. But I think potentially closer. Let's find out, guys. Let's find out. Murlocs, Inc. And they're not really worried about stopping healing, you can see. The Bloodwill's not really worried. A really easy thing is... Oh, Murlocs aren't even close at the same time. Whatever, though. They do have slow traps from the Hunter. 1 slow trap. And you can do MD sappers. You only have 1. The tank has a sapper. You have 2 ferals, so they could help pick things up, or 1 can help pick things up. But really, like if you just have a warlock life tap, your prop pally can heal him and just pump the threat super easy. Oh, and when you get knocked up, you can literally intercept Can all 4 of them intercept in from getting knocked up? That's actually so pog. That's sick. Look at the ice block there. I can't tell if that's a warrior. Let's find out. No, it's not. Oh, neither of those are the warriors. That was all of those. There was a warlock. There was a paladin. None of those were warriors and a shaman. Oh, from the graves. Yeah, everyone can. That's awesome. I like Bloodwill's, like on his plater that you can see who everything's targeted. That's amazing. I don't know why every healer doesn't have that. You could literally see that all of those were targeting Hansi. That's amazing. Look, you literally actually don't even get knocked up. You can intercept in before the knockup even happens. Yeah. I like his 1999 webcam that runs at 10 FPS. Honestly, it's like probably just a normal webcam, but if he didn't, like without lighting, your webcam can't run at normal FPS because it's trying to overcompensate. Like it's all lights. So they just kite these little guys around and go for execute phase. What's the name of this guy's Twitch? Bloodwill. Here, I'll link this for everyone. Co-founder and raid lead of NOTA. And NOTA is now on Gehennis, guys. NOTA made it over to Gehennis. Big pump. Oh my gosh. They do get one group of Murlocs at the very end. Literally one. What percentage? The boss is at like 1% and they get a group of Murlocs. That's so unfortunate. 3550. That is so unfortunate. Now they have to wait for the other group to come in. They literally have to. And someone needs to go click it. So Bloodwill's going to go do it. All right. That cost him almost 30 seconds. Not much. Dude, I did see Bloodwill's skull. This is where I started watching. This is where I started watching live. This is where I started watching live, and Captain types out in Bloodwill's chat, nice skull. Okay, wait, let's see this. All right. As everyone knows, these packs have an MC, but the MC is actually time gated, the first one. So you can actually usually kill this before, or you can ground it. See that? You can ground like any MC. I don't know why people don't grounding everything, you know? So look, Bloodwill does have nifty stopwatch on, as well as Skull of Impending Doom. Pay attention. Skull of it. All right, so we get a swiftness potion. Water walking. Skull. Oh, holds it. Falls into the water. So, for those that don't notice, right as swiftness pod is ending, he goes to Skull of Impending Doom. The issue is, you take damage. Goodbye water walking. You hate to see it. At least he holds off on using his nifty stopwatch. Alright. Now he rotates that off and uses nifty. Oh, doesn't use nifty. Doesn't even get a nifty off. Unfortunato. Unfortunato. Definitely could have used the nifty and gotten good usage and held off on using the other trinket until boss. Right? So, like, they also lose a couple seconds there. Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, I don't care. They have to pull. Yeah, exactly. They have to pull. So. And they also have to deal with this pack over here, I believe. Which they'll end up kiting towards this way once they do it. But they need to kill the honor guard. You need to kill the honor guard before you can do any kiting, right? Because he does the cleave. You can see their druids in position. Really, really great positioning here so that you can get early fairy fires. Really, really solid positioning from the druid. Have you mentioned SP respec tech? No. What? Shadow Priest respec tech? This is going to be a heartbreaking speedrun, this phase where they're... Yeah, right? Someone's at a crazy time and then they're just going to let... Like, it's going to be just a wipe randomly. Someone's going to, like, run multiple people in front of the honor guard and, like, it's just going to be, like, half your raid is dead. Or, like, people are going to over. Oh. Does he spec Divine Spirit, buff everyone, and then go Shadow? And it doesn't drop because he's still in the raid? Because you can see Divine Spirit's ending, so they can't redo it. Yes? Oh my god, that's crazy! I didn't even think about that, dude. That's awesome. I can't imagine their speed being less than this if they simply didn't have Divine Spirit. I mean, it helps, though. Everything helps. It's pretty big. Improved Divine Spirit, you know? Every little bit helps, right? Like, they're going to use everything. Everyone's going to use pretty much everything they can in a speedrun. Right? And then there actually, NOTA is... Okay, so the general fear on Lady Vashj is like, oh, I have too many melee. Well, two things. One, Thornling Seeds, obviously. Two, Ogre Suits, obviously. And three, kill the boss before she kills you. What guild is this? This is none of the above. Yeah, none of the above. The guild that was the world's fastest AQ clear and the world's second fastest Nax. And like what, like fifth in BWL, maybe? So they don't really kite the boss away at all, other than freedoming the DJXD, because they don't want to lose any uptime, right? You actually, on Lady Vashj, you actually ideally want to phase her fast. You know? Third. Okay, they were third in BWL. The only hunter they have is a survival hunter, giving them exposed weakness. People were able to get some chickens up, though. I wonder if anyone was able to get a chicken buff. All right, they're phasing the boss ASAP. Boom. And then I would anticipate, honestly, you have... Do you use warlocks to get the sides? Or do you have a one warrior take each side? Like one hunter and one warrior. Like you can see, obviously, we've got, boom, big bad ogre boy. Ogres so they can DPS the Striders. And you could tank the Strider. You can face tank the Strider without getting feared. Yeah, Omen, did you get any chicken procs? I can check. We can check in the logs. Hard equipped? No! The deaths, of course, but... Wait. Oh, feels bad. Oh, 4 phase 3. 4 phase 3. Okay, wait, you have it on purpose. Yeah, okay. You're just using more ads. Has anyone tried this yet? The little dog whistles. I mean, they would actually just be in a grief position, right? The little dog whistles from Scarlet Monastery, but I guess they would be just right on top of your melee, so that would kind of suck. Our enhanced tanks the Striders with suit on. Yeah, right? So we can see all of the melee just running in and hitting them. Someone doesn't have a suit, but they're still kiting them with Bolt Bulks. Bolt X. And it does look like they're using warriors to get sides. Warrior here. I'm not sure if it's all warriors. Hunters here, of course. This one, those elementals kind of come in towards you. So like you almost don't need people there. Yeah, like literally, right? Like you just want to take up MCs, right? You're not really worried about poison with how fast they're going to kill it. You're not really worried about poison. You just want to take up MCs. So they're already down to one more tainted, and then we'll slow this down. Volt dead. Cleave. Fork lightning into a mind blast. Damn. Will rogues ever play TBC Saj? To be determined. Oh my god. You guys can't see it, but on the bottom you can see, of course, me getting tagged during the run. So he died twice. That's unfortunate. Like forked lightning, or maybe this isn't the second death yet. Let's fork lightning and mind blast. It's just like, ow, jeez. So they're almost done. I think they've got the last Naga, so it's pretty much just killing this last Strider, and everyone get on the Naga. You want to turn in before the Strider. Were they able to, or did they get a Strider? All right, they get another Strider. So maybe they don't have the thing yet. Maybe they lost it. Did you lose it or just call to wait for the Strider to be safe? Because it looks like Dosen is in position. Currently, rogues just can't do as... Like, Blade Flurry is a 2-minute cooldown for your only cleave. You can't do nearly enough damage on overall. You can't do nearly enough damage on overall. You're not even compared to a warrior, really, on overall. So here's some chickens. There we see chickens for the hard equip. Omen taking one for the team. Todd. Oh, Saj. Saj that goes on a warrior. Ooh, this might be... Oh, he Thornlings after his thing's done. So your static charge, if you get static charge, you can grief yourself. You can grief your Thornlings. Don't do that, obviously. Yeah, the Striders absolutely get destroyed. But look at the boss getting absolutely pumped. Look at the boss getting absolutely pumped, right? And everyone has the Uyghur for toxic spores. Like, there's 3 MCs that went out this entire time. 3 MCs. There's the last spore. Everyone in melee dies. All of the melee died. You don't have a lap anymore. Yeah, Todd's arms, so no worries. The arms had to run out with the KT sword. But it would be better on a Warlock or someone else, right? Boom. There it is. Look at after the melee died, everyone in chat just going nuts, dude. Oh my god. And there it is. None of the above. World record. And again, like I said this earlier, guys. This is their very first attempt at this speed, at going fast and doing speed runs, right? Attempt to go fast. And they get the new world record. So we can expect this time to be cut off by like at least a few minutes. But also, it also adds, like, the competition for speedruns is finally really picking up. And they get the belt on all of their warriors. It's amazing. The competition for speedruns is really picking up, with Overclock and Exodus doing really well in TK now. And then NOTA and Calamity just hard pumping in SSC. Newman has been putting in really good runs. Space Force just put up this time, like the same night. Space Force just put this time up the same night, and Who has been pumping. So I think every guild is about to start their speed runs. So really, really huge grats to NOTA. The warrior stack, our warrior's back. Like, honestly, our warrior's back. They're insanely strong in this raid. It just depends on how strong they're going to be in the future raids in tier 6, because they get massive buffs with just haste and spell pen or armor pen on their gear. We're going to see if it goes warrior or warlock. One, huge grats to NOTA, but two, if you want to see any speedrun coverage, Bloodwill said that they will run every Sunday, so go check out Bloodwill on Twitch. And of course, I'll be covering speedruns, and tomorrow we will break down the new TK from Overclock. That's it, guys. That's the run. Again, if you like this sort of content, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more of this, come hang out with me on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Sarthe. Other than that, I'll see you guys all on the next one. Good luck out there.